Oh wait, is that? I do want like video proof of Gio holding onto like a Pikachu. Nope. That was there.
I'm sorry, my head was in the way.
No, it's totally fine. We have to. He's not allowed to have emotional support Pikachu anymore after that treatment of it. Nope, not allowed. Anyway, so we're here for your top 4. So we've actually got Patrick Bonczyk versus Ben Lee coming up for you guys on stream. Huang Sing and Jackson Finch are actually going to be playing over in the corner. So whoever wins that one is going to be playing the winner of whoever plays here.
Yes.
We're almost done. I'm so excited. I'm going to go get Dairy Queen after this. I'm so excited for ice cream, guys.
Dairy Queen is amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Dairy Queen's
anyway. So Patrick is going to be running that same team that we saw. So actually we've seen both of these people already on stream. But Patrick is going to be running again that Kyogre, Ludicolo, Tornadus, Xerneas, Kartana, and Incineroar.
And we got Ben with that Zygarde, Solgaleo, Tapu Fini, Incineroar, Toxicroak, and Venusaur. Ben has those pretty much the double counter.
His Kyogre matchup is fantastic.
Oh yeah, he's got that. He's got so much that can. Did we see his Solgaleo have? I don't remember.
It was Trick Room, Zygarde.
Okay, yeah, it was Zygarde. So there you go.
It was Berry as well.
So there you go. I mean, he's got so many things that can knock out Patrick's Kyogre.
Yeah, but you've also got to be careful because if you're red and you run like that Trick Room, Patrick's biggest thing is that your Tornadus has that ability has the Prankster ability for Tailwind. You definitely don't bring Venusaur here, but that Toxicroak is also going to be a big problem for Patrick because Kyogre and Toxicroak aren't exactly the best friends in the world.
And same goes for Ludicolo and Toxicroak and Xerneas and Toxicroak. On paper, Ben's got the matchups when it comes. Like he's got the counters for everything Patrick can throw.
Yeah, I mean, but Patrick's also a very good player, and like it's just on paper. Things that are on paper don't exactly pan out because we don't have that lovely thing we call the RNG.
That is so true.
I mean, this will be fun to see.
Yeah,
Can't wait to see the dry skin healing up.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, right?
A lot of that.
I just always think it's so interesting that he'll be excited.
Ben gonna lead it with Solgaleo and Incineroar. That's it. So Patrick, Ludicolo, Kyogre, so he's gonna go that fast lead. Take out pressure on both sides.
I mean, hey, you fake out the Solgaleo so it doesn't do Trick Room because you don't want that Trick Room starting up. Like, I don't know if Patrick was paying attention when Ben was on stream earlier, because that was actually a really long match. But I mean, you've got the Patrick figure out on your side, and like you could basically have a dead turn. You have Ludicolo faking out Solgaleo, and then Incineroar faking out Kyogre, and nothing happening. And then Solgaleo is going to be free to set up Trick Room next turn, but that leaves your Incineroar in a really bad spot.
Yeah.
And like the problem is you can't even intimidate the Solgaleo because of the full metal body. So like it's just I think like a little bit rough for Patrick here where he has to decide what he's gonna do with that fake out pressure that he's got. You could scald and hope for a burn, or you have to do something to stop the Trick Room from happening here. That's just gonna be his biggest thing. But that's assuming that Patrick is assuming that Ben's running Trick Room.
And the Incineroar switching out on Ben's side going into Toxicroak, so any water attack doing nothing. Ludicolo will go for fake out. It's going to go into the Solgaleo, and we are going to see Kyogre now attack with a Scowl. That targeted the Solgaleo because it didn't go into Toxicroak, didn't absorb it, and a burn! Going onto the Solgaleo. That's important for Ben, right? Or, sorry, Patrick.
Oops.
You know what? No, you can blame me because this is so far, every time I've watched a stream or played a match today, I have seen a burn on it. You can blame me.
I mean, part of it is just like it's part of the percentage on there, but Toxicroak for the fake out, like here on that Ludicolo. Ooh, that's Ludicolo
not going to be able to do anything. Scalding once again onto the Solgaleo, and we're going to see the Solgaleo go for its berry. So that Scald pretty much did nothing. Back to pretty much the exact same HP it was at, and there's the Trick Room.
Yeah,
so.
I mean that's the most important thing here for Ben is that like that's what he needed to get up. And like Ludicolo is competing a little bit of focus here. I mean that Toxicroak is also going to be super annoying. Well, because like you can't hit it.
Here, yeah.
I mean you can't hit it with anything water related because it's just going to absorb it with dry skin. And like Ludicolo is just going to be a little bit dead weight. It's just there's not much you can do unless you can try to reverse Trick Room, which you can't because Patrick doesn't have anything there. Like even whatever he has in the back won't be able to really kind of fight against what Ben has unless he has a Kartana, because Kartana might be able to.
Kartana can do a decent amount. It really depends on what moves it has. Knockoff though, that's usually Kartana's most.
Yeah, I mean, so like the problem is just Patrick runs a fast team.
Yeah. Venusaur switching in for Ben's side, and we're gonna see Ludicolo go for Protect. That means it's not Assault Vest, so you can use that to your advantage, or Ben can use that to his advantage. Poison Jab going on to Ludicolo, but it's gonna survive it for another turn. Kyogre scalding onto Ben.
Burn.
Oh, I swear. Let's
so
see.
funny.
No, okay.
Nope. Oh man, that would have been
I would
so
have
funny.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I totally thought that.
But I mean, like Ben's still like in a really good spot because
Yeah.
I mean, Venusaur, even without like you usually see it with Groudon, but with the fact that he's running Trick Room, you got the chance to sleep powder everything that you want to right now. Like that Kyogre especially, but like you also have the Poison Jab now going into that Ludicolo. You're not gonna be able to really stop it unless you switch out that Ludicolo. You could switch in for that Kartana.
That would be,
your Venusaur could also be running HP Fire because that's actually not surprising anymore. I just expect that from all Venusaur now is that you're running some sort of hidden power fire, which you know if that's the case, like that might be what happens.
Then gonna get that Toxicroak out of there, going into his Incineroar, taking advantage of that lower speed tier on Incineroar. And we're going to see Intimidate, which is going to be absolutely useless right now because both of Patrick's Pokemon are special. The Ludicolo also getting out because, again, useless. It's going into that Tornadus. And that Tornadus now, I don't know. We're going to see Sludge Bomb going from Venusaur onto the Tornadus, and that Sash, if it carries it, most of the time it does, is gone. Scald going on to the Venusaur slot. And is it going to burn this time? Maybe? No, okay. I think our burn luck has passed us.
I mean, so now you've got bigger pressure on that side of the Incineroar. I mean, you still like the problem is you usually use Tornadus. Like, you usually use Tornadus for that Tailwind. And I mean, like, sure you can use Hurricane and get rid of that Venusaur now and like use Kyogre for something else. But if that Kyogre's been locked into Scald, you should be careful about that Toxicroak in the back.
We're gonna see Ludicolo go back in this time, little less HP than originally, and the U-turn is gonna do a decent amount of damage, getting Ludicolo down to 33 HP, and Ben now allowing his Incineroar to get out and get into a different Pokemon. We've seen the Solgaleo, and I don't know, is Trick Room running out this turn?
Is still up.
Is this the last turn of it?
We're
gonna find out. Grass Knot from the Venusaur going onto the Ludicolo slot, and Ludicolo at that 33 HP is not gonna take it.
I mean,
it is gone.
Yeah, I mean, like that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, Venusaur taking on a little bit by 1 HP. Not that it matters for his game.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, it's like at least even if you lose that Ludicolo, you can bring in Kyogre back and you can still have that Hurricane chance. Solgaleo's not gonna be doing that much damage. You still have one like this last one coming up, so now you've got Kyogre coming in. You still got the Tailwind potential. Solgaleo's not gonna be doing that much damage output. You bring back in that range, so you don't have to worry about Hurricane missing. You still have the community chances on there. I mean, Ben's still in a good spot because at least he can fake out what he needs to, and instead of like tripping later on, he can still try to stop Tailwinds and go after the Tornadus now and try to make sure that like, hey, Tailwind won't be set up. Or Patrick's biggest thing is he still has to make sure that Ben cannot get triggered set up again.
That Solgaleo really threatens. Well, first you have the Trick Room, and I believe we've seen Kyogre is really fast, most likely Scarf. So you have the Trick Room counter that. Then Kyogre's main moves, Origin Pulse, Water Spout, they're immobilized, so you have to go into Scald. That Solgaleo is
you bring a
full
Toxicroak
counter.
here.
Yeah, like, there's nothing really. We haven't seen the item on Toxicroak yet.
It's most likely just an Assault Vest. It's very rarely that you don't run an Assault Vest with Toxicroak.
I've seen, taunt going on, and now we see the taunt off the Tornadus, so that's one thing that can definitely counter Solgaleo. I didn't think of that. That's an interesting strategy there.
I mean, Tornadus is definitely a Pokemon that runs that. You either decide to run Rain Dance or Taunt, and like I think Taunt is like a better option here, especially for things like that, especially when you have things like Xerneas. But the Solgaleo switching out for that Toxic was a really smart choice for Ben, because now he can at least bring back in that Solgaleo. You can turn into it instead of triggering for the next couple of turns. Patrick's still in a really bad spot because you don't want to set up Tailwind if you don't have a way to stop that Solgaleo. And then the other problem is Toxicroak. You can't touch Toxicroak with Kyogre at all. Like, there's not a lot you can do. You go after it with Hurricane, sure, but there's not much after that.
Fake out from Ben's side going on to Patrick's Kyogre, and there's the Hurricane from that Tornadus. Is going to connect with the Toxicroak, but that Toxicroak, there it is. That's definitely Assault Vest because it took that very well. And we're going to see knockoff. We're going to see the Wiki Berry from Tornadus. That's actually interesting. Tornadus,
that wasn't a focus act.
That was not a focus act. I know. I've underestimated Tornadus' bulk all day. I feel.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Ben's still in a nice spot. Like, you can. That Toxicroak went after that Hurricane though, so just kind of be really careful about that. You won't be able to survive another attack here. Kyogre, obviously, it's attack if it wants to ever run. Water Spout is being slowly mitigated here, but he's gonna have to be really careful because there's nothing Patrick can really do to touch that Toxicroak still. Like, he can't Water Spout. Whatever move he's gonna choose now is gonna have to be like pretty important.
So we're going to see the switch out of Tornadus going into Xerneas. So we now know Patrick's last Pokemon. And it is going to set up that Fairy Aura. Definitely going to be threatening for Ben's side, except that Solgaleo. We're going to see that come out in place of Incineroar. But the burn, we're going to see Feint from Toxicroak. Going to try and get... That was going to try and remove the Tornadus, but it's not going to work. And Scald coming out from Kyogre onto Ben. Solgaleo is going to do enough to remove of it. And now that counter for Xerneas is gone. It's really got to... Oh, except Toxicroak. Of course.
Yeah, I mean, and if this Kyogre is a Choice Scarf variant and it's like locked into that, then Patrick is still in a little bit of trouble because you can't Scald that Toxicroak at all, and your Xerneas isn't set up, so you're in a lot of the position you're in is still really tough, especially because it's not going to take you out now, and you're just not in a good position to set up your Xerneas. You have to withdraw either that Kyogre to reset its potential Choice Scarf, so you can at least attack that Toxicroak and bring back in that Tornadus that you have in the back. Like, you're gonna have to sacrifice one of your Pokemon, so I think what you do is you switch out.
There you go, switching out the Xerneas. Going back into that Tornadus. At 13 HP, there's nothing that, if it gets hit at all, it's going down. And we're gonna see the Fake Out onto Kyogre. And Toxicroak gonna show that Poison Jab. Now Toxicroak, I don't think a Poison Jab can one-shot Xerneas, right? I think
it definitely could.
It could, alright.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see the Dry Skin heal.
If this Kyogre can't switch its moves, Patrick loses this no matter what. Because even a moveless from Xerneas, if that Toxicroak on Ben's side is an Assault Vest, it can take at least one Moonblast, most likely. But Incineroar, Choice Scarf Scald, it won't be able to take, especially in mid-range. So I think Patrick's still in a really bad spot here. Like, even if both he and Ben are down to the last Pokemon and it's two Frickus versus Toxic and Incineroar, it's just gonna be tough here.
And there's the Scald onto Incineroar in the range. Incineroar's gone. Gonna come down to Ben's Toxicroak, but Toxicroak, as we've seen, the Dry Skin's gonna be key here. Psyshock coming out from Patrick's Xerneas, and it's faster than Toxicroak, and Toxicroak is 4 times weak to Psyshock, so that's it. Patrick is gonna take match number 1. That Psyshock, I did not expect that at all. Xerneas, very few Xerneas run other than anything other than Fairy.
Moonblast, Protect, Geomancy.
Yep, that's
so
it.
he sacrificed one of those moves. He probably sacrificed...
I would guess either it's one of the two Fairy attacks, I'd assume.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I don't really know though.
that's rough because like that was actually surprising. That I did not think Patrick was gonna come back from that. I think the Solgaleo burn actually really helped in that in the end though, because the damage output on Solgaleo is just not gonna be there, and like Solgaleo can't really do anything at that point. I
agree completely. The Solgaleo definitely was the one thing that not too many of Patrick's Pokemon could touch. Yeah, the Kyogre did a decent amount onto it with Scald, but if it sets up the Trick Room...
I'm still like shocked because I'm like 90% sure that because most teams like this will run a Choice Scarf Fairy. Like, I'm amazed that he like stayed locked into something like Scald when there was a Toxicroak on the side of the field because oh my goodness, if things had not gone that way at all. But I think also one knowing that Xerneas is faster and that it has Psyshock now, it's going to be really tough for Ben to try to want to bring in that Toxicroak again. Venusaur I think was a really smart choice. I like appreciate that, especially once you get Trick Room set up. Like that is really good.
I think one thing I was kind of surprised we didn't see though was Zygarde Finny, because besides Xerneas, we've seen that lead like everywhere today, even against some Xerneas. So I was wondering if Ben was going to try and maybe use some support because you have Solgaleo, you have Toxicroak that can handle the Xerneas for you, so you can maybe go with the Finny, set up your Xerneas, set up your Zygarde, and then remove the Xerneas with one of your partners. So I was wondering if Ben might attempt
in this
that.
game. I mean, like when you're down and out, you want to try to like you try to switch up your strategy sometimes. It would be fun because I enjoy seeing Zygarde.
Zygarde's like
all the time.
I think part of me thought that because I want to see Zygarde. Zygarde's transformation is like the coolest thing. I love it so much. We're gonna see Ludicolo and Tornadus on Patrick's side, while we're gonna see Solgaleo and Venusaur on Ben's side. So this time, Ludicolo was not extremely fast thanks to the rain, so it really depends, I think. With speed tier, it depends if you're going to go for a modest or timid or
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
We've got Tailwind and we've got Trick Room out on the field, and the Solgaleo is a really hard Pokemon to knock out in one hit.
Yeah.
So Ben kind of has the option to just go for that Trick Room here and keep Venusaur around for a while. And we saw Bloodshot do a lot to that Ludicolo. And we know that Tornadus is not a focus sash.
Venusaur's gonna get out of there. Must be feeling the pressure from. There's the Zygarde. Must be feeling the pressure from the Hurricane. But Zygarde coming out, and Ludicolo gonna go for Fake Out. That's going to actually go into the Zygarde slot, which is the old Venusaur slot.
Ooh, that's
Taunt coming out from Tornadus, and that is going to go onto the Solgaleo. It actually goes for Sunsteel Strike,
Yeah,
but it can't set up Trick Room, can't use Wide Guard, so a big threat is out of the way.
Yeah, but I think Ben reading that and making sure that he was like, yeah, I know you can taunt me if you need to, but I'm going to attack you anyway and bring in his Zygarde for relatively free there is still a really good job because at least Zygarde is kind of like less than here. You like again, you don't have the hurt like unless you switch up Ludicolo and give you know, Tornadus the hurricane accuracy here. Yeah, Solgaleo can't set up Trick Room, but you can always switch that out for something like Tapu Fini in the back and, you know, try to start setting a Zygarde up, especially because that's usually what you want to do with Zygarde.
That's so true, especially because Zygarde also usually carries Missy Seed, so that'll get that special defense boost right off.
Yeah, and then like Ludicolo still like in.
Zygarde actually getting out of there, gonna show Toxicroak. So wait a minute, that means we don't have Tapu Fini on the field. So Zygarde's going rogue here. Taunt really nice. Going on to the Toxicroak. Ludicolo going for Scald. That will target
I'm gonna get a second burn on this.
Oh no, wait. Okay, no. Sunsteel Strike from Ben's. Solgaleo gonna target the Tornadus, and I think last time did it do half? I don't know. Yeah, it is. Okay, so there goes that Tornadus. Taunt is gone from Patrick's side, so Ben might have a better chance to switch out that Solgaleo and come back in for Trick Room later.
You could bring the Xerneas and Side Shock about it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, he didn't bring the Tapu Fini here with the Zygarde, which is actually a really interesting choice. But Patrick kinda at least has a chance to adjust here. I think you know if he brings the Xerneas and Side Shock, that would be really funny. But you have to worry about the Sunsteel Strike, which you could mitigate if you manage to get another burn onto that Solgaleo with the Scald from Ludicolo. So, you know, I mean, there's just a lot of like different options here, but it's gonna be Kyogre instead. So
Speed Boost is coming out. It's interesting that he decided to go for that because Kyogre has to go for a move. If it goes for Water Spout or Orange Impulse or Scald, I don't know what exactly it has. It's gonna have to. That Toxicroak's on the field, so it's gotta just target that Solgaleo, and Ludicolo can't do much with Toxicroak.
Yeah, I mean, like, here the thing is, too, is, like, your Solgaleo is still taunted, so you can't really, you can't Trick Room, and, like, most Toxicroak run, like I said, Assault Vest, so it doesn't matter about that taunt on that Toxicroak, you can actually, you know, go for the Poison Jab on here.
Solgaleo switching out from Ben's side, he's gonna go into Venusaur, yeah, we're gonna see Toxicroak go for Fake Out, that's gonna go onto the Kyogre slot. Ludicolo Scalding, that's going to go into Venusaur because I doubt anyone would want to Scald on a Toxicroak. And now also I want to point out, we saw the Fake Out onto Kyogre. That means Kyogre is not locked onto a move yet. So it has the option, it didn't use any move. It can go for a move that isn't Water type to try and hit Toxicroak if it feels like that's better.
I mean, Patrick now has that option there because we still see the Scald on there, but he has to be careful because Poison Jab and Poison and Sludge Bomb are both threatened to Ludicolo, but Venusaur is also here to use Grass Knot potentially as well, so that Kyogre's in a really tough spot. It's going to take a lot of damage if Patrick doesn't knock something out here.
Ludicolo going to protect itself, wants to stay alive for another turn, and then we're going to see Kyogre go for Ice Beam. That's going to go onto the Venusaur. It's super effective, and Venusaur is gone. So there you go, the Grass Knot no longer a threat from Venusaur. Toxicroak is now going to go for a Poison Jab. That targeted Ludicolo. That was a pretty good play for Patrick there. He was able to remove that Venusaur, not take any damage while doing it.
I mean, that's one of the biggest threats on there. But Solgaleo's back on the field is not taunted anymore, so Ben actually has some better options here as well. You still have Toxicroak, which generally,
now we know the item.
There's the confirmation of the choice scarf there on Kyogre. But it's gonna be tough. You're gonna target down that Solgaleo.
Yeah. Let's see. Are we gonna get another burn? I don't think so. Alright, there's the Ice Beam from Kyogre. Kind of obvious what I was going to go for. It's targeting Solgaleo. Maybe it'll freeze. No, Solgaleo's going to eat its berry. And it looks like it's going to be able to get this Trick Room up. We also have to see a Toxicroak with that Poison Jab. Going to target Ludicolo. Wants to get it out, and at half health, it is not going to take it. Ben now turn this match around.
Yeah, I mean... Trick Room was a really nice job, especially now that we got confirmation of the choice scarf, so that Kyogre is like in a really tough spot. It's not gonna be able to do anything. It locked itself into Ice Beam, but it's not gonna be able to do anything, and we've already lost that. So Xerneas is just gonna be in a bad spot.
That is the worst Pokemon to bring out against a Poison and a Steel type at this point. Especially because if you were to set up that Geomancy, you're at +2 speed, and it's Trick Room, so... that's unfortunate. There's
the rough part about choice scarf is that like you have to decide from the get-go, and I think Toxicroak is the best matchup that Ben has here because Patrick wants to be able to bring in that Kyogre every time because both Tornadus and Ludicolo rely on it so much.
Xerneas going to protect itself. Definitely does not want to be in this Trick Room. Feint. Oh! Feint from Toxicroak onto Xerneas, and that protection is useless now. And we're going to see Solgaleo go for Sunsteel Strike, and that's definitely going on to the Xerneas slot.
You know, honestly, like, there's no reason not to go ahead and do that, because Kyogre's locked into Ice Beam. It can't do anything against any of the Pokemon that you have on the field. So Xerneas, you know, is still stuck here at 15 health, but it wasted that protection. There's not much that Patrick can really do in terms of damage. He has to try to, you know, stop Trick Room, but there's nothing he can do. He has to, like, yeah, we see the forfeit screen up here. It's just kind of game for that, and that gives Ben game 2 and gives us a match 3.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah,
that was a very good adjustment by Ben there.
Yeah. The taunt game was really good from Patrick, taunting both like the Solgaleo spot like every time, but Ben was really smart about making sure that he had that Toxicroak. Patrick has to do something about that faster and sooner, because Toxicroak is such a good matchup against half of Patrick's team at this point. That Ludicolo, that Kyogre, and that Tornadus, and that Xerneas, like, just all do not appreciate that Toxicroak.
We haven't seen Kartana yet, and that's actually surprising for me, considering we have Finny. You have Solgaleo, so you can use knockoff, and we know that it's not the weakness policy. So, and then Zygarde doesn't do that much on the Kartana, and if Kartana's got those boosts from knocking out Finny and Solgaleo, it could do massive damage.
The problem is too that you have Kartana against a team that's like primarily Trick Room, and if you can't stop the Trick Room, then your Kartana's also in a really bad spot. So yeah, you have Pokemon like that Venusaur can't really touch it with a Slide Bomb, obviously, and like Poison Jab, but those are other options that both of those Pokemon have, and like you could also play the game where you leave Kartana alone until like the last second, and you can take it out, like Sunsteel Strike, or sorry, like Photon Geyser would be able to do like damage to it, and Kartana has a potential for a massive amount of threat, just not enough, I think, to be able to justify bringing it. I mean, who knows? Patrick might decide he has to bring it.
I think on Ben's side, it's really interesting too, because we don't exactly know what he's gonna lead. Unlike certain teams like that have combos like Tornadus and Ludicolo, or Kyogre and Ludicolo, all 6 of Ben's Pokemon can lead, and he could still be okay. So that makes it hard to predict what to bring in first.
Well, I mean, I think part of it is like, Ben's goal is to set up Trick Room though, so I mean, that's part of the reason why he has it out. And you've got the Fake Out next to it as well, which really helps. But there's wow, there's the Incineroar. I think that's the first time we've seen Incineroar here.
So yeah, Incineroar coming out from Patrick's side, as well as Ludicolo, Toxicroak, Ben's side with Solgaleo, 3 Pokemon with Fake Out.
Hey, if you can stop that, so I mean, here's the thing: if you can stop that Solgaleo and just, you know that it's not weakness policy, so you can freely Flare Blitz into that, because Ben doesn't have any of the weather control here, so you can at least try to stop that.
And we're gonna see Fake Out from from Toxicroak onto Ludicolo, and Fake Out from Incineroar onto Solgaleo. So, and that was a critical hit, just because why not? So we're back in pretty much the same position we started last round.
Yeah, I mean, but now at least you have all the Fake Out burning. So let's see, Toxicroak went first, Ludicolo flinched, and then Incineroar went. So it's Toxicroak first, and then Ludicolo, but Ludicolo is just gonna get out of there.
Yeah. And then there's the Kartana, so we're gonna see, it looks like Patrick's confident here.
Oh, it's gonna get poisoned.
Oh yeah. Oh, low kick onto the Incineroar. So Incineroar, that doesn't do 50%, and Solgaleo gonna go for Superpower. They want Incineroar out, and that Superpower is gonna do enough to get it out. So
yeah,
that was interesting.
Yeah,
so,
that was hard. Because Full Metal Body makes it so that Solgaleo wasn't intimidated when that Incineroar came in, and Kartana at least came in at a cost.
Yeah. So now we're gonna see Ludicolo come back out, Fake Out pressure back on the field.
Yeah, I mean, that's just gonna be tough because, sure, Kartana isn't intimidated, but now you have to decide if you want to Fake Out the Toxicroak, because it's Poison Jab can knock out your Ludicolo, or like how much do you want to stop that Solgaleo? Because I'm like 90% sure that Patrick's last Pokemon on the back is that Kyogre, and you cannot bring in that Kyogre unless you get rid of that Toxicroak, and there's not your best chance about like doubling down on Toxicroak is kind of gone.
Toxicroak getting out is gonna go into Venusaur instead. Venusaur, interesting choice because it's not able to hit Kartana really, and we're gonna see a double switch. It's gonna go into top of Finny on Ben's side.
I'm 90% sure that Venusaur probably has HP Fire.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's usually HP Fire, Sludge Bomb, and Grass are the 3. You can't. It's hard to pick because you also have Sleep Powder, which is a good option, and Protect. It's hard. Venusaur is one of those Pokemon with 4 move syndrome because there's a lot of options. And we saw the knockoff on top of Finny there, so that means its berry is gone. so it can't recover now.
I mean, Patrick's still in a really tough position. Losing that Incineroar was actually a really big deal for him because it was really good against a lot of Pokemon on Ben's team, especially because the Dry Skin ability would have made sure that it got that Toxic could Toilets at even more damage. So Cortana, yeah, it could probably go after that top if it wants to Blaze Blade, but it's gonna be rough.
We're gonna see Toxicroak come in place of Venusaur from Ben's side, and we're gonna see Tapu Fini. So double switch again from Ben, going back and forth here, and we're gonna see Solgaleo come back out. We're gonna see Ludicolo go for Protect, so all eyes on Cortana. Let's see if it does anything useful. It's gonna go for the knockoff, but it went up to the Toxicroak, so gonna remove the Assault Vest. So now Toxicroak, if we had the Tornadus, that would be useful, but we're pretty sure that Patrick's got that Kyogre in the back.
Yeah, I mean, what Ben's doing is he's bringing back his Fake Out and is able to at least make sure that he can set up Trick Room on his turn, because everything else on Patrick's side is fast. That Ludicolo already protected this turn, so you could Poison Jab it and, you know, do that as well.
There you said there's the Fake Out onto the Kartana slot. Kartana flinches, Ludicolo goes for Scald, obviously on the Ludicolo. I'm sorry, onto Solgaleo. Yeah, let's see, is it gonna get burned?
It can't get burned, it's on
oh, it's on the Misty Train, thank you. And there's the Trick Room, so Ben just took the...
Yeah, I mean, Ben is just now commanding it. It's like he's been putting Patrick on the back burner. Like, even if he adjusted with that Kartana, the problem is Ben's never made it easy for Patrick to kind of bring in something like his Kyogre or like whatever his last Pokemon might be there. Kartana and Ludicolo are in a really bad spot here, especially because Kartana isn't going to be able to really do a lot of defensive pressure here. Sure, it knocked off, but there's not much it can do past that.
Was that a double protect for Ludicolo? I think
no,
it was.
No, it's Scalded.
Oh, it's Scalded, yeah. So Ludicolo going to protect Misty Superpower onto Kartana. Kartana going to take it, despite not having good special defense. Its defense is surprisingly good, but that doesn't matter because it gets it. I always am amazed at Kartana's defense because once you get a Pokemon when you're in the mindset that, oh, this thing's got super low defenses, we're not going to see the Kyogre, we're going to see Xerneas instead, Patrick said.
Oh, no wonder if you don't want to bring that out. Yeah, but also that Solgaleo was at -1, so, and I'm like 90 sure that damage was Assault Vest for Kartana because it survived that surprisingly too with that much HP. But I mean, Xerneas is never going to be able to set up properly here, especially in Trick Room. There's honestly, it was just I think hard for Patrick. No double protect on this turn.
But we will see the protect off of Xerneas. So definitely want to stall the Trick Room.
Yeah, that's like 4 turns you have to stall out.
Sunsteel Strike not going on to that Xerneas thanks to protect. Poison Jab. Oh, a double target onto Xerneas. So
oh, that's rough.
Mist is gone.
Patrick could have definitely attacked on that turn.
Yeah.
It would have been a nice spot. But I mean, it's still like rough because now you're still in Trick Room. You still have like what 3 turns left, and then
I think it's 2 turns for Trick Room.
You still can't set up. You still can't set up that Xerneas. There's just not a lot you can do. Oh, guess protect on Xerneas.
All right, there you go.
I guess you can do that.
That works. And we're gonna see Solgaleo go for Sunsteel Strike, not hitting Xerneas. Now we see Ludicolo. It does outspeed Toxicroak, so we now in Trick Room and the Ludicolo. Will we burn Solgaleo again? All right, I'm done with that. Our burns are done. Poison Jab, another double target onto Xerneas.
It makes sense because I don't think, like, honestly, like Patrick's biggest thing was like he had to try to get that double protect, and that's not something that people usually get. Like that sort of 50-50 is always really rough. So it made sense to kind of double down into that Xerneas and just try to like knock it out. Right.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ludicolo, with Scald being its primary move,
that's a 33% chance to try to get that to. I've seen it happen.
It has. Now we're gonna see a Sunsteel Strike.
Yeah, and it's just not gonna matter because like this Ludicolo will be able to knock out every single Pokemon up here, even if it's not gonna be able to take enough damage into that Toxicroak.
And there's the Scald from Ludicolo. So on the off chance, oh my gosh, I can't knock. There we go. There's the burn. Eventually, Solgaleo down to red, and it's gonna survive this anyway, and it's gonna eat its berry.
I think that's just like pouring salt in the wind here. Like Ben just very comfortably took this out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. As soon as Trigger was set up, Ben was captain of the Smash here. And there's that Xerneas knockout. So now it's just Ludicolo versus the world, and the odds that's happening are like...
It's just not gonna happen.
No.
Like they even the two of them shook hands, and like with Trick Room expiring, the Toxicroak's gonna be faster than Ludicolo, which means Ben will be going into the finals here. And I mean that's like
that's impressive.
Yeah, I mean that is the hard one game for like, but for Patrick that's like like really tough, especially. Like having that Kyogre be the Pokemon that makes this matchup really hard, but Ben actually kind of understanding that. Like I think the Venusaur having the Venusaur on there as well is really cool, especially because it operates so well under Trick Room. But I mean, congrats to Ben for making it to final.
Ben.
We're gonna along whoever wins between definitely.
Still playing.
Yeah. So yeah.
So there you go.
Good job to them. that was fun to see. Going to a game 3 was always really fun.
Yeah, game 3s are always the most intense and most exciting, in my opinion. And also props to Patrick because, like we said, on paper, his team would really get destroyed by Ben's with all of the counters there, but he was able to pull off one of the wins in the round. So
yeah, I think just trying to run Kyogres is also really tough, especially against something like a Toxic Coke on there. But anyway, we'll see you guys for finals in just a little bit. As soon as that match over there is done. Bye, guys. It's probably actually already done.
Like,